There you go. All right, so let's start. Stephanie, come up here, and we are live on Zoom. And start off with the quote of the day. I'm just going to do that for a second because I have this annoying thing. So go for it.
All right, be yourself. Everyone else is already taken, by Oscar Wilde.
Yeah, be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. That's a good one. And it means to you what, Stephanie?
It means just being your authentic self. Really just always show up as you. Don't try to be someone else or take on this, that, and the other thing. Just really, the more authentic you are with you being you, then people fall in love with that, right? They know that you're being genuine. You know that you're being authentic, and it just puts you in alignment to be the best that you can be every single day.
Well said. Take a picture, make it your new screensaver or your phone screensaver for the week. Be yourself. All right, and now we're gonna go and congrats agents who joined our group of offices. West Side, shout out to Patty Lopez. I think she's on the call. And part of her team member, Adrian Rodriguez, happened to be her son. Congrats twice, Adrian. Patty is a great producer in the Beverly Hills area, joined our company, and a few more to join this month. And congrats, Coastal. Halley?
Yes, we have a good slew of people that have joined us. Congrats and welcome to Kelly Handy, who is working with the Jones team. Jeffrey Tolbert, my man, we're excited to have him back. A lot of you guys are going to recognize his name. Sandy Hartman, she's very familiar here with the KW family. Welcome, Sandy. Anthony DeMassa, welcome. And then Kiera Muriel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks, guys. I'm excited to help you all.
Welcome, everybody. Looking forward to meeting in person. Jeffrey, you're the man. Welcome back. Thank you. And I'm very honored to present the next few slides. We have quite a few. We just finished celebrating last night the fourth office, which was South Bay. We started on last week with the Calabasas, and then Long Beach, West Side, and South Bay yesterday. Great celebration. It was a pleasure to see all the faces on the screen or whoever came in person to the offices to get their plaques and the awards. And one part that I usually do following to the actual meeting is the special category awards. And just to give a shout out and of course recognition to those producers, individuals, teams, etc., that really excel. Took territory in a whole different level in different cities or areas, zip codes. So definitely, worth to recognize, take the time. So you guys, please, welcome to clap virtually at the comfort of your home, and then put in the chat whatever you want to say to congrats. And whoever's on the screen, we're gonna make sure to send you those slides so you can share and promote. The first one is for the Coastal office in Long Beach. Alison Van Wig and Associates, congratulations. Alison, Cindy, Tim, and Tina for ranking again #1 in all of Lakewood City in residential sales. Big achievement. I don't have it over here on the screen, but Alison is one of the top producers in the nation out of the Long Beach office. Alison, I'm proud to be in business with you and all the team members. Also the top 20 in all of Long Beach City, and that's a big achievement. Alison and team, congrats guys. Very proud of you. That's Alison Van Wig. And we have the Shannon Jones team. Shannon, congratulations. Shannon, Brad, Shalise, and Brett, congratulations. Julie as well. So if I missed anybody else, they have a very big and successful team. #1 in all of 90804 zip code in, that's a big area in Long Beach, and the top 10 in all of Long Beach in residential sales, Long Beach City. Congratulations, guys. Amazing, amazing, amazing. That's one of the biggest team in the Long Beach area. KENDRA Miller, very consistent with the top ranking agents in the city of Long Beach. top 10 in all of 90803. That's another massive part of Long Beach on the Belmont Shore area, on the beach area, and top 20 in all of Long Beach city as well. Congratulations, KENDRA. I'm very proud of you. Next, we have Penny McCann. Penny, top 10 in all of Rosemore city, residential. Congratulations. She had an amazing year last year. Also, she joined our ALC out of the Long Beach as well, the leadership team over there. So proud of you, Penny, and congratulations. That's a big achievement. Well done. That's Penny. Joe and Linda Sopo, the Sopos, top 10 in all of 815, sorry, Los Altos in Long Beach area. Congratulations, guys. Well done. Well done. Joe and Linda Sopo, I think they passed the 30 years mark, right, in the business, Joe? If you're out there, shout out to you guys. Well done. Next, we got Tom Carrington. Second year, I think he's ranking on the top listing agents in this case, last year, top 20 in all of 90802 Long Beach downtown. Congratulations, Tom. If you're driving down an ocean, you'll see his signs popping up on the streets over there. Well done, Tom. Well done. Hardworking guy and consistent. Well done, Tom. Congratulations. So that was Long Beach for the special categories by the rank, by the cities, etc. Next one is South Bay. They're not in our meeting. Maybe some of them did, but just to give a shout out, they're part of our group. And we have Gary Nix. Congrats, Gary. He was in the event also last night. Number 1 in all of Carson City, residential sales. Top 20 in Gardena. Top 20 in all of Lawndale as well, residential sales. Gary had a great, strong year last year. So let's give him a shout out. Gary Nix, part of you. Gary Nix and team. Alagena, Al, congratulations. He also won many more awards last night, but the number 1 in all of Gardena, that's a big one. Congratulations, that's a big achievement, Al and team. Proud of you. Maureen Lee, out of the South Bay office, top 5 in all of Lawndale residential sales. Same thing, she also won a lot of other awards. Congratulations, Maureen. Next, we have Derek Hirano. Derek, congratulations. He's another big producer out of the South Bay, residential, South Bay in Redondo Beach, top 20 in all of Torrance, residential. It's a big one. Big players in that area over there. Congrats, Derek. Meave Baker, top 20 in all of Inglewood, residential. Congratulations. She had a very strong year out there. She's still crushing it. She's going to have another good year this year. Congratulations, Meave. Heather Tanada, top 20 in all of Lomita, residential sales. Heather is also the Rookie of the Year, brand new agent, young kids at home, and she's crushing it during COVID. So congratulations, Heather. That's a big one. Good job. And Luis Palacios, top 30 in all of Signal Hill, residential sales. Congratulations, Luis. It's another big one. Good job. That was South Bay. Next is for West Side. We had a few in the commercial. We didn't actually recognize the commercial, and I apologize in advance. They also don't show up to our meeting, so whatever. It's okay. We'll catch up later. But over here we have Amy, Skatvic team, Amy, Stephanie, and Joette. Top 10. I actually think she's probably the number 1 or 2 in all Tehachapi area over there. And they're working out of our West Side office, extension to Malibu, West Side, Bakersfield, Tehachapi. Amy, she's unstoppable, and you're going to hear more of her. She's an amazing producer. Amy, welcome to the team, and congratulations. An amazing, strong year last year. And Calabasas Special Category Award. We have Yana and Alex Garus, top 10 in all of Hidden Hills residential sales. Congratulations. Luxury agents, average sales price over 2.5, about that mil. You guys crushed it last year. Congratulations. Big year for you guys. We have Mark Garbell, top 20 in all of Calabasas residential. Mark, good job. Congratulations. Good job. We have Doug Pitts, Doug, top 10 in all of West Hills residential sales. Congratulations. Most of his sales were actually in different areas out of the 60 units he did last year, but he excelled in West Hills, so well done, Dad. Julie Newman. Julie, top 10 in all of Chatsworth residential sales. That's where she operates mainly. So congratulations to dominating that market share. Well done. Well done. Keep farming those areas. Julie, Eileen Rodriguez. Eileen, congratulations. Top 20. Eileen Rodriguez. She's over there. Top 20 in all of residential sales. Consistently growing in the industry. Well done, Eileen. Proud of you. Team Selick, D, Herman, Simon, congratulations, guys. Top 30 in all of Granada Hills. Then you worked in that area for many years. So keep up with the great work. David Abbas and team, top 30 in all of Wooded Hills area. Congratulations, guys. Here somewhere. Congratulations. That's a big achievement. And we have Lior Bitan, also top 30 in all of Wooded Hills sales. Congratulations, Lior and team. Those guys had a big year last year. And that's it for the juicy part, I guess. So congrats, everybody. And I know that some of you are here as well. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining, everybody. Big shout out, and we're gonna share that with you guys and with the offices. So proud of you as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, next we are proud to have Laura Pearson. Laura, I'm gonna fix what you asked me to do with the name. I'm probably just give me a second over here. Laura, she is the CEO, owner of the RERM, one of the companies we use in a few of our offices for risk management. And she's going to talk about a couple of things today. Laura, good to have you. Oh, hold on, Laura, you're still muted. Give you a second over here. Let's see if I can find you. I only have you, hold on for a second. Let me just say if I can fix this. Did you call? Hold on, guys. Thank you for your patience. You can either call in, but did you call in on the attendee? I can try to find you. Oh, I see it. Hold on for a second. Laura, hold on for 1 second. Let me see if I can do it over here. Hold on, guys. Thank you for your patience. You are on the attendee side, so let me just find over here. Laura, can you hear us? 1 second, I still cannot hear you.
All right, how about that?
Oh, there you go.
We
Laura.
got it, technology.
You got it, thank you. Good to have you.
All right, good morning, everyone. My name is Laura Peterson. I'm the Chief Operating Officer for Real Estate Risk Management. I am a certified mediator. I'm not an attorney, but I work with about 450 of them that are there to help you in your real estate transactions. A lot of good news going on this week that I wanted to talk with you about. First, I don't know how many of you saw the presentation on Monday from attorney Robert Bergman on taxes and the tax benefits of being an independent contractor and all of the different things that are now available to you. If you did not see that presentation, I know it was recorded. A lot of really great information was shared by Robert, who is a tax attorney in Los Angeles. I am going to make sure that the documents go out to everyone so everybody knows what kind of tax benefits you have coming for you. And if you have any questions in regards to that, please always feel free to reach out to my office. Meny and I were talking in regards to all of the new CAR documents that are coming out. Basically, the contingency for sale buyer's property. This is a pretty complicated form. I'm looking it over. I'm seeing a lot of questions out there. It's really important that if you have questions on these forms, that you're talking to a real estate attorney to get the right answers. Don't be afraid to reach out and get those answers. If you're asking questions, you're dotting your I's and you're crossing your T's. And that is so important in today's real estate. Now, first of all, does anyone have a direct question? You can use the chat box or send a message over or put up your hand. That way I can make sure that your questions are getting answered. I'm not seeing anything so far, but in regards to these forms, a couple of things that I'd like to point out is the contingency removal of the buyer's sale of the buyer's property. A lot of add-ins have been put into this form, backup offers and the seller's right to require to remove the contingencies of the sales. This is really important information for your buyers to know when they're putting their house up on the contingency. The seller does have options to cancel the sale and basically make the buyer show that they have proof of funds. So this is really good information to be sharing with your clients. And if your clients have questions, they have legal questions, RERM provides the attorneys there to answer those questions for your clients. You can also be on the calls. So when your clients come to you with these legal questions, hey, make sure that you're reaching out so we can provide those consults. Meny, are you seeing any questions directly on this form?
Not yet. I mean, we can go through it if you have a few things that you want to highlight, and then we can jump on the Zillow portion. But just keep going. I'll let you know if there are any questions.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right. So in regards to the next form, home, do you have the slide for the home fire hardening disclosure? We can do this one, square footage, lot size. That's fine. We can do that one. I really like this form. As a real estate mediator, I can't tell you how many disputes are brought to us over the square footage in the homes. I recommend that you always use this, especially on residential, because people come back with the MLS documents. Hey, the agent put on there that, you know, the square footage was this when actuality it was that, and I want to sue the real estate agent. So when you're working with your buyers and sellers, please make sure you're using this form every time. This is great information for them to understand exact measurements of the property. A couple of the changes here that are in red, they don't have that many changes to this form, but it says here, even if no numbers are inserted below, the rest of this form may be used as an advisory, a very important advisory here. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Okay, notice to buyer to perform. I get a lot of phone calls. Oh, when is the square footage and lot size document used? Okay, you're going to want to use that document, I would suggest, in every transaction, because it's going to give your buyers and sellers the information that they're going to need, that they need to have this investigated. It is really important because, especially with older homes, you know, things can change. Lot size, I mean, there's easement issues, things like that. So this is definitely a form I would recommend using more often than not. Thank you, Mona, for the question. Okay, notice to buyer to perform. Not many changes in this one, but I like it. I get agents all the time that say, well, I just want to cancel. I don't want to use the notice to the buyer to perform or the demand to close and things like that. Okay, it's really important that you're following the timeline. So this is a great form that if you're representing a seller, that you are entering into this document when your seller deems it necessary. Those contingency guidelines, you know, sellers are really particular about that. They want to make sure that they can get that deposit if they're entitled to it or have those contingencies removed. So definitely a great form to be using. Okay, we have another question here. Sometimes listing agent puts in remarks, broker and client cannot guarantee the square footage. Does that protect the agent from being sued? Mona, anybody can be sued for any reason. It doesn't matter. You're just being in the industry, it can happen. But having that form used on the lot size, that's going to help you. Any kind of written documentation is definitely going to help you. And I will be listing out my phone number and email here as soon as I'm done wrapping things up so everyone has my contact information. Okay, so next slide, Meny, please. Okay, home fire hardening disclosure advisory. I love this. This is great because there's so many homes out there that are now in areas that it's really hard to get insurance because they are in the fire zone. About a year and a half ago, I drove down through the fires in the Magic Mountain area, and it was pretty scary. And it made so many real estate transactions the following week got canceled. Buyers like, oh no, I don't want to buy it, you know, and sellers are upset, contingencies were removed and all of that. So definitely use this advisory, make sure that people know what they're buying and the location of the property. The natural hazard zone disclosure can help out a lot with this, so definitely be using it. All right, next slide. What is Zillow up to? Okay, those of you, I'd first like to give a shout out to Allison Van Wegg. Allison, thank you for bringing this up. You are not the only brokerage of mine that has brought to my attention what Zillow is up to. And it's pretty scary because Zillow is now listing homes. Rich Pisani did send out an email that I hope everybody had the opportunity to review. Rich and I had some pretty long conversations in regards to this. If you haven't read the email from Rich, please make sure you are reading the email. And, excuse me, because Zillow is selling these houses, and Zillow has come up with their own forms. These forms, in my opinion, are crazy. I'm just scratching my head, and I do have attorneys out there looking into these forms to find out if everything that they're doing is legal. So if you haven't seen Zillow's forms, make sure that you do download them and that you're familiar with them for when you have a buyer that is interested in one of these properties. I would steer away from these properties because Zillow has bought these properties. They're claiming, hey, you know, we bought them and we've repaired them, but your buyer is buying these properties as is. I mean, there's really not a lot of disclosures going on here. They have a lot of hold harmlesses in these documents. They're not using CAR documents. They're using their own documents. They actually have in section 10 where the buyer waives their right to the TDS and the SPQ. Now, we all know in real estate how important those documents are for a buyer to be advised on what's going on with the property. So that, you know, whenever your buyer wants to buy a Zillow home, I highly recommend that they are getting consultations with attorneys. And getting those questions answered, having these contracts looked at. The seller's default in item number 17, that basically says the seller, who is Zillow, can default on this transaction and the buyer's only recourse is getting back their deposit. That's crazy to me. Come on, really? So that means they can get a higher offer later and cancel with your buyer? This is just insanity, which is why we're having the attorneys research this to find out if what they're doing is ethical. So please, if your buyer wants to enter into one of these Zillow transactions, please make sure that they're getting their questions answered by the attorneys and you are reaching out and getting your questions answered by the attorneys. Lester, do you have a question? No? Okay.
Yeah, no worries. You're good to go.
Okay. Okay. Does anybody have any direct questions in regards to this Zillow that I can answer quickly? If not, you can always call me later. Oh, no, sorry, no problem, Lester.
Hold on. So hold on for a second. Hold on for a second. Well, 1 second. Alison, we can hear you now. Can you speak?
I just want everybody to think about this one. Zillow is responsible to their stockholders. We're supposed to have a 10% increase in prices this year. So Zillow gets these homes, puts them on the market, say that they own 10 in Long Beach. Then
Alison,
prices
Alison, sorry to cut you off, but if you can get closer to the mic because you're coming in and out, make sure that we can hear you fine.
All right, so Zillow owns 10 homes in Long Beach. Okay, prices go up in the next 2 months. Your buyer buys one of those properties. Zillow says to themselves, geez, we have these 10 homes, prices have gone up $10,000 a month. We can make $100,000 more by canceling these. That just scares me. You know, it's like what you were saying about canceling while you're in escrow. You know, they could mark it as active under contingency, but if they get an offer for $20,000 more because there's no inventory, you bet they're going to cancel your buyers because their ultimate responsibility is to their stockholders. They want to make money. I don't believe that's in there for liens. I believe that's in there for a rising market and they can cancel at their discretion.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for sharing, Alison. And if you guys, like Laura mentioned, if you saw, and all of you got the email last week from Rich Pisani. If you didn't get it, check your spam with the copy of the addendum that Zillow is putting out there in another document that is very, very, very disturbing. That's what Laura mentioned. Laura?
Yeah, it is. And like I said, I wanted to give an update on this because I have the attorneys researching this. Because it's just, this is bad for the industry. You're going to have a lot of buyers buy these houses. There's going to be a lot of problems with these houses, and there's recourse. And also in these documents that we have here, it's talking about how Zillow wants to use their own escrow company. If your buyer enters into this, please advise them, use a different escrow company. You don't want everything in-house where Zillow is selling the house, the buyers are entering into it and using their escrow and title companies. Whenever you're in these situations, make sure you're advising your clients, let's do something a little bit different. Is Zillow complying with CAR Code of Ethics? Joan, no, they're not using any type of CAR. They're not. They have agents that they refer to, and in reviewing some of the reviews of the agents that I saw online yesterday, one person was selling their house and an agent showed up and the agent was actually smelling of alcohol and couldn't talk. So yeah, it's pretty scary what Zillow's doing out there. So I'm going to keep everyone updated. We're going to have the attorneys writing more and more articles about this, because I don't want to see your clients fall into these traps of these houses that Zillow has never lived in, and they're being held harmless from any recourse.
And I want to mention one thing as well, Laura, that because a few of you asked, are we going to have classes? Who can help me? Yes, we're gonna keep bringing content to the offices through our broker of record, through our legal teams, Laura and her teams, etc. And all of the questions, by the way, are great questions. I was leading the broker owner meeting of the Southern Regional, that's the Valley board up here on Monday, and about 80 brokers owners, and exact same questions. We don't have all the answers yet. And as Laura mentioned, it still need to understand what those guys are up to, right? And how it can benefit the consumer and how it can maybe hurt the consumer, how it can benefit us agents, how it can hurt us agents. I mean, I'm not picking a side, I'm just bringing up valid points. So it's all new to all of us. So yes, please, and Alison, thank you for your leadership. She said, hey, what do you know about it? I have a question. And she's been doing it successfully for a very long time. So always ask, and we're here to support you. Laura?
Absolutely. If you see something out there, there's always going to be the Zillows. There's always going to be the purple bricks. There's going to be the iPay ones, and all of those things are always going to be in our industry. The important thing is when you see things out there, if you see, you know, companies trying to change the direction of how we do real estate, bring it to my attention, bring it to the management's attention, because knowledge is power in this industry. And the more knowledge we have about what these other companies are doing, the better off we're going to be, so we can face it and make sure that we have all the accurate information and you and your clients have the right answers.
Yeah, absolutely. Cindy, I unmuted you. Do you have a question? Cindy? Cindy, you had your hands up, maybe by mistake. Cindy, okay, no worries. 1 second. Kelly.
Hey there.
Hey, Kelly.
Hi. I was actually trying to type my question. Okay, so I'm just curious because this is all new. When we are working with a Zillow deal, are we actually working with an agent, or are we working with a bureaucratic office where, you know, you've got 800 numbers and never the same person twice scenario?
We're still researching that. I've heard both. I've heard dealing with the corporate office because that's actually the seller. I've heard of them having agents out there. It just kind of depends on the situation, but definitely if you are encountering one of these transactions, it could turn into a purple bricks, and we all know what happened with purple bricks. You know, you could never reach anybody, there was no management, things like that. So again, this is very new. I've just been working on this over the last 2 weeks. So if anyone out there finds out information about it, please feed that back to Meny and the management team and to us, so that way we can get all the research done.
Yeah,
May I ask them? Thank you so much for that. May I ask one more question?
Sure.
Of course.
Awesome. So I'm all about free enterprise, but it seems really like a breach of, I don't even know what it would call it, not necessarily contract, but I don't know, agreements that were made once upon a time when Zillow came onto the scene saying, we're not going to be a broker. Is anyone challenging that legally? Like, you know, clearly this isn't a plan that just like, oh, you know, yesterday somebody thought, I know we could be a broker.
Yeah. And in my research, I am seeing cases being filed against Zillow in different states, because this is just not to California, this is across the nation. And so there are lawsuits being filed. I have not seen the results of those yet in regards to violating their agreement to not be a broker, but that is definitely something that I will keep you updated on as I receive the information.
Yeah, Kelly, good questions. Thank you. Cindy. Cindy? Okay, I'm not sure if you're trying to get on. See you a couple of times raising your hand. You
Hey,
unmuted. Yeah.
oh, you know what? I just was saying I was here. That was from the morning.
Cindy's here. Let's give Cindy.
Sorry.
Cindy, part of the Iceland by Week team. Cindy, we love you.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm listening to you guys. I'm working on my other computer and listening to you.
All right, good job. No worries. We do have a few questions on the chat. Laura, if you want to address those. Also, like a few comments from agents who actually experienced something over there. So if you want to share that.
Yeah, for Brad Jones, I had one that ran across that was an agent in the area that had contracted with Zillow to list their properties in a particular area. So yeah, so when you see things like this, please feed us the information, because like I said, we're actively researching all of this so we can put together basically an entire program for you to understand how they do things. Question regarding the fire hardening form. While I see for both buyer and seller sign the form, where does it originate from? The listing agent? Yes, it would originate from the listing agent, but if the listing agent is not using it, if you're not seeing it right away, like in the original disclosures, definitely it started on your side. Let's see. What are we going to do with the agents that are paying a lot of money? What are they going to do with the agents that are paying a lot of money to be on their site? I don't know. Again, this is brand new information, and as we find out more information, we will feed it back to you. But that is definitely a question that I'm going to put to the attorneys to have it researched. Okay, any other questions?
Yeah, good question, Deborah. Thank you. On point, and also what I heard and I saw. I have no idea how it works, but if you guys thriving on Zillow as a someone who's actually opting in, and you own a zip code, or you buy for leads, or even passively, like you have a lot of reviews. I know that some agents, the reviews actually disappeared, but some still have the reviews. So I'm not sure how to go about that. I would recommend right now to call them directly, reach out to them directly, and figure out where you stand, because we don't have those answers, right? And once again, from our all the attorney panels and the brokers, etc., we're gonna get more information. Laura, there was a good question on the Q&A, anonymous question about, can counter offers help eliminate some of the risks to buyers? Question mark. Is it realistic to use a counter offer to do this until attorneys figure out a solution, aka how to handle the Zillow if you are into that kind of a transaction?
Okay, remember that Zillow is using their own documents. So in these documents here, they're talking about, basically you have to use all of our stuff. You can't use your stuff. If you have a buyer who is interested in purchasing a Zillow home, what I would recommend first is, number one, as Rich has put out there, use the going against the broker's advice. That would be the first one to protect you and the brokerage. And secondly, I don't know if Zillow will accept your counter offers. I don't know if anybody out there has had one of these deals, and if they have tried presenting a counter offer. I'd like to have a guinea pig, somebody that would be willing to, test it out for me. I would love that. So as soon as I have the answer to that, I will find out. But from what I've read and what Rich has read, Zillow is only using their own forms and not your counter offers.
Yeah, good note, Laura. And just make sure, and we have a lot of agents on the call today, and it's recorded, we can share with the entire office afterwards, as you know. But if you come across with anything like that, right? You're running an offer, your buyer, hey, I saw this on Zillow, and it come across to be a Zillow transaction, or what have you. Let us know. Come and just bring it to our attention and ask the question, so we can do more research. Alon Tubi,
right.
You have a question?
Hi, can you hear me okay?
I mean, if you're out of space, yeah, it's great, but you're a bit muffled. Can you
hear me better? Can you hear me better or no?
No, cannot hear you really.
Okay, I'll just type it in then. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm sorry, it's not a good quality. I apologize, can't hear you. So you type it in, or fix your audio video over there. Thank you.
Liliana, you asked.
Go ahead.
Liliana, you asked a question. Can the buyer consult with RERM for Zillow doc review? Absolutely. If your clients are wanting to buy one of these homes, please, let's get them the consultation. It's really important that they understand everything, and also using the going against the broker's advice document that Rich has sent out to everyone. Great question. Are there still home inspections, appraisal inspections, etc. with Zillow? Yes, there are, but they're very limited. From the documents that we have seen here, within 3 business days after acceptance, buyer shall deliver to the seller written verification of buyer's down payment. The appraisal contingency can expire in so many days. Within 3 business days of acceptance, buyer shall submit the completed loan application to the lender. They can put in there the loan contingency can expire in 0 days. There are so many holes in this agreement that's been drafted up by them that it's really scary. So, and I promise you, this is not going to be the last conversation that we're going to have about this, but I need your help in gathering this information for the attorneys so that they can be doing the research and making sure that you and your clients are protected. Does Zillow use their own forms if they are representing a seller, or only when Zillow is using all of their own forms? Okay,
Yeah.
When they're buying the property, they're using their own forms. When they're selling the property, they're using their own forms. They also are using their own, they want you to use their title and escrow company, Zillow Closing Services, which has some really bad reviews. Consumer Affairs has some bad reviews about Zillow out there. So again, I will feed you as much information as it becomes available to us.
Thank you, Laura. I'm just trying to see if there are any questions over here. I think we're pretty good. Oh, last question by Alon. He was trying to speak earlier. Look at the chat, Laura.
Yeah, I've seen that here. Does Zillow violate any antitrust laws by becoming an agent provider? Again, that is being researched by the attorneys. Like I said, there are some lawsuits out there that have been filed against them, but we just don't know all the information just yet. And then Mona, how do you compare Zillow to other online brokerages like Coin.com, etc.? Well, we all know what happened to Purple Bricks, don't we? Which I predicted 2 years before. I said Purple Bricks, it's only a matter of time. And I'm hopeful in this situation, it's only going to be a matter of time before Zillow is gone and the other platforms that I believe cut out the personalized side of our business and the professionalism of our business. Real estate needs to have professionals like you. Agents need to be there for their clients because there's always somebody out there that is going to try to do it cheaper and cut corners, which is why I only recommend using licensed real estate professionals like yourself. So,
Laura Peterson with RERM, thank you for the content and the information and sharing the how to reach out to you if we have more questions. And once again, we are doing our best to get as much information as possible. It's new to all of us. So if you come across with anything whatsoever, share with us, or just ask the questions if you're not sure. As we go, we'll learn more together. So Laura, anything else to add before I'm going to let you go?
Nope, that's it. Thank you, everyone. Please, we've listed out my email address, phone number. If you guys have questions, we're really user-friendly. Please reach out, and any information that you have, please forward it on to us. Knowledge is power. So again, thank you, everyone, so much. I hope everyone is staying healthy and safe. I miss coming to Southern California. I used to be down there every month, but hopefully in the near future, I'll be able to visit again. Thank you, everyone.
Laura, thank you so much. Appreciate the time. Great session. And once again, guys, if you have more questions, please email us, email Laura, email Rich Pisani, our broker, for questions, so we can see exactly what you need. Now let's go to our team leaders. Let's see what we have to share. Busy few months, weeks, the last few weeks, or whatever we have coming up. Thanks everybody for showing up to Dave Jenks, the MREA session yesterday. Why list with me? We had such a high demand. We didn't think we were going to have such big participation. We had over 100 people. So some of you couldn't make it, and I hope you got my email this morning with a link to the recording. So thank you for that, Long Beach, for arranging that session. Just a quick overview, and then I'm going to have Halley and then Stephanie. And we have today class with our LO Jojo about approving buyers, coaching session later today. Tomorrow we have our LC virtual retreat, 11 a.m. 2 p.m. With our Long Beach, South Bay, Westside, Calabasas offices. It's gonna be a powerful session to all of us together. Looking forward to spend some time with you guys. Amazing content too. Then we have Long Beach having their first session. I think they changed the time, so you guys want to see the email. Halley can share in a second. And then another great session with Janet Darrow out of the Long Beach office over Zoom. Friday, I'm going to have a special session with our CPA. How to structure, what's the best way to structure your business as a small business owner, right? LLC, S Corp, etc. Why? What's a, let's call it, like a commission GCI or profit entry level. What are the benefits? What are the costs, etc. Definitely, you want to do that. If you're already in the game and you're already incorporated, you're good. Unless you want to hear more and ask more questions, Louis Vasquez and team, those are our CPAs. They're specializing specifically with realtors. So they have some extra knowledge on how to go about things. That's Friday at 11 a.m. Stephanie.
Hello, hello. So on Saturday from 9 to 3 p.m., we have the Ignite Marathon again. We do it every other month. Just want to keep you in. And as you can see, look at all, we have so many additional new instructors, right? So you always get tidbits and golden nuggets and everything from everybody, all the newbies and all the people that are there. So please come in, join us for the day. I know it's like, it's warp speed going in and learning all the fundamentals of real estate from everything from A to Z and everything in between. So please join us. Let us know if you're interested, respond on WhatsApp. I'm putting, we'll put the flyer in there after this meeting, but let us know so we can get the materials over to you. It doesn't cost anything other than time. Again, our famous saying is your future self will thank you. So Saturday, February 13th, 9 to 3. We have amazing, amazing instructors.
We will be there for sure. Halley.
Next week is family reunion. I know you guys are all very excited about it. We're having wonderful attendance here. I know at Coastal and many of the other offices, but if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, don't worry, it's not too late. So just make sure you guys go on and register. If you have any questions, we're gonna have just jam-packed days full of content. And absolutely do not miss is Gary Keller's market update. It's very valuable information, slides and things that you can share with your clients, share on social media that's really going to give some value to you and your business. So make sure you guys are there. It's going to be fun. I think they're having a bunch of social things. It's a great way to network, even though we can't all be in Vegas in person. They still have wonderful tools and technology that they're going to use to help us connect with other realtors across the country. Because as you know, we can work everywhere as long as we have somebody that we can refer the business to. So make sure you guys grab your tickets. It's not too late. Join us. Again, some of the top agents in your offices are joining. I know Allison Van Wig and Jason Dufault. We have lots of people on that list. So just make sure you join them and come with your open mind, a notebook, and your good attitude, because we're going to learn a lot of fun stuff.
And if I could just add one thing, thanks, Halley, is the tickets are $129 and they go up. They're only $129 for 2 more days. So make sure that you guys go ahead and take advantage of the price break right now. And because there's so many, like Halley said, so many different breakout sessions and everything that you will get great information on. So that's my addition.
There's nothing like the real interaction, especially in a networking event in that capacity. And the family event is one of the biggest one in the nation. The biggest one we had was about 3 or 4 years ago, probably 4 years ago in Vegas. They had close to 20,000 people with staff working the event, right? It's beyond even the energy and the capacity and the breakout session, etc. Yes, it is going to be a bit different in how it's going to go, how we're going to go about that virtually. However, they are going to have a really cool platform that you can go to those virtual rooms and network and connect, etc. Right? And here's one thing I can tell you is They're going to be amazing sessions. You know, the back-to-back sessions and masterminds and what have you. They call it breakout sessions. You can learn a lot from amazing people that share whatever they know, whatever they have. The networking opportunity is as important, right? Make those connections. Right now, with all the market and the movements, it's even greater just between cities. We know that there's some migration outside of California, right, to 3 to 5 major cities or states in the U.S. There's also migration outside the U.S. Okay, and by the way, it's also people come into the U.S. You should get a phone call from Holland, right, or from France, or from Israel, or from South Africa, or from Panama, or from South America, anywhere in South America, or from Canada, or England, or Mexico, and all those places I just mentioned is our referrals that agents are getting over here. They work their platform. They go on command and they reach out to people wherever they are, and they make relationships and connections. We had a new agent, Patty Lopez. Shout out to you. The first day she joined, that was maybe even 2 weeks ago, she reached out to Puerto Rico, KW, and she already have a referral for a client that's going to buy in Puerto Rico. Not even an hour with KW, right? She's taking advantage of the system, of the relationship. So you should do it too. And if you're going to show up, not going to show up, it's up to you. We give you the access. We, as a company and as an office, what we truly believe is going to help you to excel and take your business to the next step. The grass is greener where you water it. Good job. Good job, guys. What else, Halley?
That's it. I know Mona had a question to talk about. She asked how you get involved with market centers outside of the United States, and the exact way you do is go to Family Reunion, right? That's where you're going to build those connections. They have a wonderful platform that's kind of like speed dating, where you go on there, you put your information in, and they'll actually pair you up virtually with whomever is in that room. So, I mean, that's such an interesting concept. So that's it, you guys. I'm very excited. Reach out to your leadership if you need help registering or if you have any questions. But besides that, we're really excited.
Stephanie?
Go sign up. That's it.
Okay, a few more things is look up the monthly masterminds. Once again, we had our third, which is second for the month yesterday with Dave Jenks. There are more to come. If there's any specific thing that you guys need and want, reach out to us, to the team leaders, or reach out to me directly and say, hey, could be great to have mastermind about this, about that. In addition to that, Halley is the president-elect for the Women's Council in Long Beach, 2021, right? She's the 2022 president, Madam President, right? I vote Halley. Stephanie, myself, and half a dozen of ours in Calabasas are members of the Women's Council here in the Los Angeles chapter, right? We're gonna bring you a lot of amazing content too. So get involved in local organizations through us or directly, right? If it's in the board, subcommittees, if it's with the office, the ALC, our amazing board members, our subcommittees, and of course, like in other organizations to, contribute, be involved, network, and by doing that, you are gonna set yourself to success because of your involvement, right? And one more thing I wanted to share is we're I don't know, maybe by tomorrow, a couple of days, we're gonna send you an email about us allowing again small sessions in the offices, right? Mask required. Sorry, Rich Pisani, because I'm talking and whatever. But it's gonna be up to no more than 10 people, socially distant, face mask, and oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, looks like she doesn't have it. And then I didn't have it. And then we're gonna build the energy slowly back in the office. So just stay tuned for that as well, right? Anything else? Howdy, Stephanie?
No, that's it. Just keep working hard, everyone. We're gonna hit and have awesome numbers for spring. We're here for you to help support. and I know you can do it.
Okay, guys. So with that, thank you, everybody. Have a powerful day, and stay healthy and productive. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, everybody. Good job. Hey, Jessica, good to see you.